Hey guys, I am Chris Norwood, and I am on a journey to hear every song ever recorded. If that's something that sounds interesting to you, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I, unlike other YouTubers, I'm not worried about the notification bell or any of that other hoopla nonsense, but I am mostly subscribed, however. Today is going to be a first time video for the channel. I've got my big stack of Weezer, my Weezer collection right here. Got all the colors. I don't have every Weezer album on CD, but I've actually got some Weezer vinyl as well. I think I've got the single. I've got a single that's got Our Friends Electric as the B-side. Maybe you know what single that is, maybe you don't. I know I don't know right now on camera, and I'm not going to know for the foreseeable future. I got it wrong, guys. I got it absolutely wrong on one particular Weezer album. And so, Weezer's fans, as you know, I'm a Weezer fan, you're a Weezer fan, everybody's a Weezer fan. My dad's a Weezer fan, my dog is not. So I've got most of their discography here, and we all know Weezer have had crazy ups and downs with their quality of their discography and the reactions of the fan base to Weezer's discography and their odd choices. You know, sometimes, not giving fans exactly what they want in an album. But let's just go through. So, classic debut. Everybody loves this one. There's nobody on the planet that hates Blue. Pinkerton. I think everybody's come around at this point, right? This is where it's at. And then after, starting with Pinkerton, we kind of get some disagreements on what in the world is going on with this band. So you got the Green album, which was decidedly more pop rock than the band initially was, and it was pretty darn good. I am sort of an unpopular opinion, a hot take, if you will, on Maladroit, the follow-up to Green album. I am not a huge fan of Maladroit. I can't. Something about the latter half of Maladroit just doesn't sit right with me. I can listen to Maladroit and enjoy it, and we're gonna get into the album that I'm got completely wrong in a minute. That's what this video is. I got this Weezer album completely wrong. This happened to me with a Blink-182 album as well, and if you stick around, maybe we'll talk about that in this video as well. Make Believe was the follow-up to Maladroit, and I loved this one, although a lot of fans did not like this one. I know I hear all the other YouTube nerds saying how much they absolutely hate Make Believe. And then Red Album. Red Album is one of my absolute favorites. I love most of Weezer's discography. This one is a big one. Ratitude is one of their more hated. Ratitude and Hurley get a whole lot of hate. And Hurley is good. I actually really enjoy Hurley. I love Ratitude. I feel like Ratitude and Red Album are really great, really solid albums. Yeah, I absolutely love those. And then this one, this is just an instant classic, guys. If you guys don't know, I believe coming up on the 16th and 17th, you can watch a live performance with an orchestra. Weezer and an orchestra. Go over to Weezer.com and check that out right now. It's 20 bucks. What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. Great things are happening. But back in 2000, 2017, Weezer put out their 11th studio album. Now this was in that period. There was a long period of Weezer talking about the Black Album, the Black Album, the Black Album, and it. So there's 2 albums in Weezer's discography that I felt like were irredeemably, irresponsibly, unreasonably bad, and it was Black Album and Pacific Daydream. I love the covers album, the Teal. I've loved all the B-sides and rarities by Weezer. I've loved all the albums, except, Maladroit didn't like the second half of it, but Pacific Daydream, when it first came out at the end of 2017, I completely lost my faith in Weezer. I loved Ratitude. I loved, almost 100% of their discography. But when I heard Pacific Daydream, it made me sick to my stomach. It was so freaking bad. And I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a little taste of what's to come, because I think I'm going to do another video like this on albums I got wrong. Blink-182's 9, their second album with the Matt Skiba lineup of Blink-182. And I loved California, which is kind of a hot take, and I hated 9 when it came out. Preview of things to come. I'm going to do some more Blink-182 related videos if you guys subscribe. If enough people subscribe. So, Pacific Daydream was the 11th studio album by Weezer. Came out October 27th of 2017. It was their second album on Crush Management, which is part of an Atlantic Records company. And here it is. Here's the biggest kicker on the Wikipedia page. It is the most significant departure from their trademark sound to date. I still am not a fan of Feels Like Summer, even though it was kind of a big hit. I just cannot get behind that one. It's just that. So it doesn't make me vomit anymore, but so it's getting better. Happy Hour came out on Halloween of that year. That's kind of weird. And there were really no more singles after that. But I think part of the problem was the switch out, the bait and switch of the Black Album is coming. The Black Album is coming. The Black Album. And then we get this, which is total opposite of what the Black Album is supposed to be. But I've started listening to this album again, 4 years down the road. And you know what, guys? I've been very critical of this record in the comment sections, been very critical of it on the channel, here in my videos. I've been very hateful towards Pacific Daydream and the Black Album, and I got it wrong. I've been listening, or my brain has changed. I absolutely hated it in 2017. I am a completely different person now. Like all your molecules get replaced and stuff. And now my new molecules, the new me, that it's a pretty decent album and possibly a really great album. Let's see the other tracks. So, Mexican Fender initially, like the title's kind of lame, and the song's fun. It's a fun song. Beach Boys was the song that initially got me like, ugh. So I started with Mexican Fender, and I'm like, okay, not really that catchy, but it's kind of a Weezer song. Beach Boys, I was like, oh my goodness, this is not the type of music I want to listen to when I'm seeking out a follow-up to, gosh, what, I don't know what is following up. Happy Hour, I was like, oh, this is gross. Weekend Woman, I was like, ugh. Oh no, it's just getting worse and worse. So I think by the time I had heard the first 5 tracks, the first half of the album, I said, yeah, this is horrible. I think I might be done with this band. Like if they're going in this direction, this is the end for me. And I hate that. I'm not usually a closed-minded music fan, but you know, I think I'm more open-minded than most, right? Like a lot of Weezer fans, you know, jumped ship back in Pinkerton days and never looked back. So Weekend Woman, just obnoxious, boring stuff. And QB Blitz, I'm not a sports person, so I just was like, why are they singing about QB Blitz? I was like, I think that was one where I was like, okay, I hate the title, I hate the lyrics, but QB Blitz sounds okay. And then same thing with Sweet Mary. I was like, it's okay. It's like maybe a decent Weezer song. And then Get Right, the 8th track on the album, actually was the only song on Pacific Daydream that I just loved. I don't know if I can get right. I don't know if Weezer can get right. I don't know if I can get right. I don't know if I can get right. Subscribe for more singing. La Mancha Screwjob. It was pretty terrible in my first listening experiences. Any Friend of Diane's was okay. La Mancha is the Stain Screwjob. And also, got to give you guys another answer to your burning Weezer questions. Got to get back to their discography. What is Pacific Daydream following up? The White Album, which we have. I don't have a physical copy of. I need to get it because, oh my gosh. So let's just take a quick look back on the Weezer catalog. You had Blue, Pink, Green, Maladroit, Make Believe, which I like to think of as the first Black Album, or third, or whatever, or fifth. Then you had Red Album, Ratitude. Hurley was kind of okay. I liked it. So everything's pretty solid. You know, Maladroit kind of but everything else is great. Everything will be all right in the end as a return to form. And the White Album is even better. And then Pacific Daydream. The most boring, bland, terrible garbage ever. Man, oh. But now, 4 years later, I'm kind of digging Mexican Fender. Beach Boys is kind of a nice, kind of driving, kind of chill song. Feels Like Summer has that a really annoying chorus. It's kind of fun. kind of fun. Happy Hour, again, kind of mellow, I'm kind of needing that as I get older. I'm 30, I'll be 36 this year, guys. Which means I'm 35 now. I've been rocking out in the car on Spotify. I haven't finished listening to the album yet, but again, like I hated the first half, now I like the first half. QB Blitz is coming up next in the car when I'm driving, probably tomorrow morning, about 12 hours from now as a filming time. Sweet Mary has grown on me, and Get Right is still my favorite track on here. La Mancha Screw Job is the Stain Screw Job. Pretty good. And Any Friend of Diane's is still a highlight for me. You had some additional personnel on this album. Butch Walker, as a producer, tends to do a lot of backing vocals, guitar, synth, and percussion, while Daniel Brummel is on guitar, piano, clarinet, percussion, horns, and a lot of stuff on Sweet Mary. You had a bunch of people on Sweet Mary. Josh Alexander on piano, and Iwa Wu on trumpet. Then you had so many producers, weird names like Oh Hush, and J.R. Rodham, Butch Walker, Eric Valentine, Tony Massarella, Todd Stuparu, Johnny Coffer, Butch Walker. Guys, I got it wrong, and now that I know that like this is gonna bump Weezer way up on my list. My channel is all about me taking my favorite 230 musicians and listening to their entire catalog, and then giving them a percentage of their catalog that I enjoy, therefore allowing me to know who is actually my favorite and who is my 200th favorite band and my 230th favorite band. Weezer is currently sitting at around, they're in my top 20. They are definitely in my upper echelon of bands, and they are quickly moving up. I think they recently beat out the Offspring. But this is a big shakeup where I like an older album that I initially hated. So Weezer are probably going to beat out the Offspring, but Offspring have a new album coming out next. The Offspring have a new album dropping the same night that Weezer are performing OK Human live. So they're going to be neck and neck, the Offspring and Weezer. I should have had Offspring CDs for that. I do apologize in advance. What do you guys think? Weezer versus Offspring. They've always kind of been right here for me, although I say probably if I had to get rid of only one can stay, you know, the Facebook, only one band can stay. Ooh, I don't want to give up any band. I would say Weezer. I don't want to give up the Offspring, but I would say Weezer have some more, I don't know, I'm more attached to Weezer than I am to Offspring. But I definitely don't want to lose Offspring. And I feel like with the Offspring's new album, it's the first one in like 59 years or something, I feel like Let the Bad Times Roll may possibly be the last album by the Offspring. And I hope that's not true, but I feel like it could be true. And I feel like, you know, Weezer have so many new albums coming out this year. We've got, let's see what's new. Let's see, are we one step closer to Van Weezer? I'm wondering if we get any more singles from OK Human. I really hope we do, because we've only got the one. Man, it really blows. Not the song. The song is great. Weezer, let's see what Weezer are doing. Sold 10.2 million albums in the US and over 35 million worldwide. But what are they doing now? Wikipedia history for their future. We're looking at their history for their future. I'm so awkward I could be in Weezer. Up here's seasons 2021 to present. He described the musical styles of spring and fall, saying spring can be a very breezy, carefree, acoustic type album, where fall is going to be dance rock. Hey, let's not judge it till we hear it, but I said, ooh. He is also quoted as saying he's got 4 folders going into Dropbox, suggesting that the project is underway. Okay, Weezer fans, you guys please hit the subscribe button. I'm a big Green Day, Weezer, Offspring, Against Me, Plus 44, Good Charlotte nerd. And let me know in the comments what you think about anything you want to talk about. The tie, the shirt, the chihuahua, the sleeping chihuahua. Buddy! 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 Sorry. I woke him up. Speaking of dogs, look, I can connect anything to Weezer. Dogs, Weezer. Yeah! That's what YouTube's all about, people. So, I got it wrong. Did you guys have this similar thing with Pacific Daydream, where it took so long to enjoy? If so, leave a like, comment, a dislike. Or did you enjoy Pacific Daydream on day of release? Did you pop it in your CD player? Did you stream it? If you're younger than I am, you probably are if you're not an old man. I absolutely hated it when on the day of release, the day after, and I couldn't drop the money on a physical copy. I'd spent all my money on other color-coded albums. And now I'm a streamer. So, yeah, Weezer fans, absolutely subscribe. Green Day fans, Against Me fans. Ooh, I've seen all of them in concert. I got to see the Offspring. I want to see the Offspring in concert. And again, if you are available, join me at the virtual concert. They are performing OK Human in its entirety, I believe, with the orchestra of some name, an orchestra, and it's going to be amazing. So please, please, please do that. Real quick, just as the things are popping up, I'm going to get these back in order. We're going to show you there's the Blue album. Perfect record. Absolutely one of the greatest debut albums of all time. And Space and Coffee. And then, absolutely the best second album of all time. Well, I'll have to look at my other list. But yeah, Pinkerton and Blue album, absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. And again, I don't have all the Weezer albums. White is the biggest notable exception to my physical copy collection. Then we got the Green album, which was I love this album. I like this album a whole lot. This is pretty good all the way through. The end kind of has a little bit of filler, starting with the 7th track. I did enjoy, and I wish they would kind of keep up with the 10 song track list, although I know that's kind of creatively bankrupt, but I kind of liked it. Just Weezer only has 10 songs on their albums. I kind of wish that every album would have been self-titled with 10 tracks, but that's just being closed-minded. This is Maladroit. You know, it's okay. It's okay. Then, what's next? Then we got this one, which is absolutely amazing. This is one of my favorite albums. This doesn't have any weak tracks, in my opinion. This is just freaking fantastic. There's also like kind of a mistake on We Are All on Drugs. Like the lyrics in here don't match the song that's in here, and I believe they've like fixed the song. I don't know. I always forget. Like you hear a song and you're like, that verse isn't quite right. Then you had Red Album. Fantastic. You had Ratitude, you know, kind of a weird, funky, you know, maybe they should have just called it the Yellow Album. You know, should have just called it the Yellow Album. There are 10 songs on here, which I like, you know. Now the Red Album, I absolutely had to go with the deluxe version because Miss Sweeney, Pig, The Spider, and King are better than the regular track list. But anyway, let's just call this the Yellow Album. And yeah, there's kind of some songs on here that are mediocre, but nothing that's bad. I'd rock out all these songs. And coming in after that, you got Hurley. Here's Hurley. Pretty good. I think it's a 10-track album as well. Then we got the Black Album. Pretty terrible still. Maybe I got it wrong, but this is a physical copy of it. And as you can see, this is the vinyl copy, and this is my CD copy. Okay, and then we're gonna skip. We're going to skip whatever albums I missed because holy crap, this is, I cannot tell you how happy I am that Weezer are still putting out albums of this caliber. Absolutely insane, insane. Oh, this made me so happy. Thank you guys. Weezer Nerd. Signing out. Should we? You think so? No, we're not. We're not giving them. We're not giving them the Blink-182 video yet. They haven't made me a YouTube superstar yet. That's why. That's why, Alvin. Just because your Chipmunks gig didn't work out doesn't mean you can work like a moron on my channel. I'm sorry, you're right. I shouldn't have said that. I kind of, yeah, I know the camera's still on. Yeah. We're wasting these people's time. Yeah, nobody cares. Nope, no, you're not getting on camera. No, hey. We don't want an Alvin. You're a walking copyright. You're a walking copyright strike. You'll destroy me. Alvin. Alvin. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Yeah, I know, we're still filming. Yeah. That's why I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry. I just want to have to make an apology video. Alvin. I'm really sorry. You want a copy of the Green album? It's my favorite. Yeah, I don't know if chipmunks can get rabies. Okay, good. You're all healthy then. Okay. You've gotten your shot. That's good. Alvin and the Chipmunks, ladies and gentlemen. He's in my kitchen. Don't ask us about our relationship. Come over here, Alvin. I don't care. I don't care. They know who you are. YouTube will understand. Come over here. Come over here. I got Alvin from Alvin and the Chipmunks here. I got Alvin from Alvin. He's coming on. So Alvin, I need you to alphabetize my Weezer